Can you imagine being on a plane that's about to crash, only for every single person to walk away unharmed? It sounds like something out of a Hollywood movie, but it has happened. Today we're counting down 5 unbelievable plane crashes where every single passenger lived to tell the tale. Buckle up, because these stories are truly incredible. Let's start with one of the most famous aviation miracles of all time, US Airways Flight 1549, better known as the Miracle on the Hudson. Just after taking off from New York in January 2009, a flock of birds struck the plane, causing both engines to fail. Captain Sully Sullenberger had seconds to make a life-or-death decision. Instead of trying to reach an airport, he did the unthinkable. He landed the Airbus A320 right on the icy Hudson River. Thanks to his incredible skill and the swift response of ferry crews, all 155 people on board were saved. Next, we go back to 1988 with TACA Flight 110. Flying through a terrifying thunderstorm, this brand new Boeing 737 lost power in both engines after flying through severe hail and rain. The pilots were essentially flying a giant glider. In a stunning display of airmanship, Captain Carlos Dardano, who was blind in one eye from a past incident, managed to land the powerless jet perfectly on a narrow grass levee next to a NASA facility in New Orleans. Every one of the 45 people aboard survived without a scratch. Fast forward to 2011, and we have LOT Polish Airlines Flight 16. As the Boeing 767 approached Warsaw, the crew discovered a critical failure. The landing gear wouldn't deploy. After circling for an hour to burn fuel and troubleshoot, Captain Tadeusz Rona had to perform a gear-up belly landing. He brought the massive plane down so smoothly onto the runway, showering sparks but keeping the aircraft intact, that all 231 passengers and crew evacuated safely. It was a textbook emergency landing. Now, imagine running out of fuel over the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. That's exactly what happened to Air Transat Flight 236 in 2001. A fuel leak drained the tanks of the Airbus A330, forcing the pilots to glide for an astonishing 19 minutes, covering 75 miles without any engine power. Captain Robert Pitch expertly guided the silent aircraft to an emergency landing at a small airbase in the Azores. Miraculously, all 306 people on board survived the world's longest passenger jet glide. Finally, we have Qantas Flight 32 in 2010. Shortly after takeoff from Singapore, one of the 4 engines on the massive Airbus A380, the world's largest passenger plane, suffered a catastrophic uncontained failure. Debris tore through the wing, crippling multiple systems. For nearly 2 hours, the 5 pilots in the cockpit worked through a cascade of over 50 warning messages to regain control. They safely landed the heavily damaged giant back in Singapore, saving all 469 people on board. These 5 stories are powerful reminders of the incredible skill of pilots and the resilience of modern aircraft. If you found these stories as amazing as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more unbelievable tales. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.